Hello and welcome back to Cardano Coin, where we bring you the most recent and intriguing ADA news. We're giving away 1,000 ADA to those who are watching. All you have to do is upvote, subscribe, comment Cardano is king, and watch the video to the end. To be eligible, the winners will be picked next month and publicized on the community page of the channel. Jim Cramer rightly predicted that cryptocurrencies had further room to fall in June, despite the fact that cryptocurrency supporters typically dismiss his statement. His pessimistic arguments back then centered on the notion that the Federal Reserve would destroy crypto with interest rate hikes. Given that his prophecies have a semblance of reality, is this allegation about Cardano ADA heading to zero imminent? A few months ago, crypto firms advertised heavily before the Super Bowl as digital currencies saw a dizzying rally between 2018 and 2020. Currently, though, a great deal has happened to other cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have plummeted to record lows, while companies like Coinbase have announced layoffs. According to one analyst, the crypto world is on fire and everyone is simply fleeing because of a complete lack of faith. Similarly, cryptocurrencies have not been immune. Since Bitcoin reached an all-time high in November of the previous year, the value of the most popular digital currency in the world has declined. Ethereum, Dogecoin, and Cardano are also declining. Bitcoin proponents have always hailed the digital currency as a hedge against inflation, but it has failed to behave in this fashion. As shares in tech companies have fallen, so has Bitcoin's value, proving that cryptocurrencies are big speculative financial assets vulnerable to microeconomic dynamics. It has been a nasty awakening for the millions of consumers who purchased cryptocurrencies in 2021, particularly those who joined the mania the previous year. The crypto industry atmosphere was optimistic at the start of the year after Bitcoin Ethereum reached all-time highs in November. The NFT boom, Bitcoin futures ETFs, and the perception that crypto was going mainstream were viewed as promising signs of a lasting success. But that was not the case. Even crypto enthusiasts stated that blockchain projects like Cardano are safe from assault, but a cascade of issues disproved this assertion. This year also saw 6 of the top 10 cyber attacks of all time. These never-ending issues have given crypto skeptics flight. The investors' defenses have been weakened by the fact that these opponents may have evidence to support their claims and forecasts. Jim Cramer, the longtime host of Mad Money, is once again in the spotlight. Over the years, the American hosts had demonstrated an extremely controversial position on cryptocurrency. In 2017, he anticipated that Bitcoin's value would reach $1 million in the future, but ultimately changed his mind and labeled it an illegal money. In 2020, he joined the Bitcoin supporter team again, appreciating the coin's maximum supply of 21 million as a major advantage over traditional financial systems and fiat currencies. Cramer went on to compare Bitcoin to gold at the end of 2020 and purchased some of the asset when it was trading around $17,500. As a sign of Cramer's support for Bitcoin, he requested that his April 2021 salary be paid in Bitcoin rather than fiat currencies. The most recent crash completely alters his outlook, and he returns to being a crypto critic. His cryptographic forecasts have been disproved. In September 2021, Bitcoin reached an all-time high of $69,000 after he encouraged investors to liquidate their holdings on the grounds that China's ongoing debt crisis could cause a market meltdown. 2 months later, in January 2022, Cramer said that the Bitcoin Ethereum slump could be finished, suggesting that investors should reconsider entering the market. Contrary to predictions, the leading cryptocurrencies have maintained their downward trajectory and are currently trading at $1,701,250 each. He has resumed his behavior, and this time appears to be notably different. His forecasts coincide precisely with the prevalent consensus regarding the entire cryptocurrency sector. Jim Cramer recently advised investors in cryptocurrencies that they still have time to exit their terrible holdings. His inaccuracy in the past has led many market participants to anticipate a market boom. Throughout his program, he urged investors to sell their cryptocurrencies at any cost. He believes that it is never too late to quit the market, implying that the crypto winter has not yet reached its peak. It is never too late to sell a terrible position. This is the case if you win these so-called digital assets. in quotation marks. Cramer is certain that Ripple, Dogecoin, Polygons, and of course our dear pal Cardano are the most speculative cryptocurrencies that might possibly sink to almost zero. Since the beginning of the year, the majority of digital currencies have certainly lost a significant portion of their value, with Bitcoin losing roughly 65% of its value. In addition, investor interest has plummeted as numerous companies have encountered liquidity challenges, and erstwhile industry titans, such as FTX, BlockFi, Three Arrows Capital, and Celsius, have even filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. It is practical for Cramer to share this perspective. The market has endured previous winters in the past, and many digital currencies, including Bitcoin, have survived the upheaval. In addition, Cramer argues that the industry is teeming with boosters who are urgently attempting to inflate the market with significant financial resources, tying his argument to Tether, the firm that issues USDT. There's a huge industry of crypto boosters urgently attempting to keep everything up this year, similar to what happened with terrible stocks after the dot-com crash. According to him, Jim Cramer also criticized Tether, which had a market capitalization of $65.77 billion. The host of Mad Money stated that Tether, a so-called stable coin that is intended to be tethered to the dollar, nonetheless has a market capitalization of $65 billion. In addition, Cramer's investment advice is frequently mocked on social media, with critics stating they frequently short his investments. Notably, Cramer engaged in a spat with the Financial Times' Alphaville blog in August. The magazine had jokingly expressed concern that Cramer's prediction that inflation had peaked in July was incorrect. Nevertheless, that was only a joke. In an earlier post about Alphaville, we may have conveyed to our readers that Jim Cramer's inflation peak prediction was a negative indicator. We regret the mistake. We had no intention of giving Cramer's viewpoints any credibility. Cramer apologized in October for urging viewers to buy shares of Outland, only to see the company's stock plummet to its lowest level in 6 years. Recently, he cashed out his crypto investment from the previous year and used the proceeds to purchase a farm. Now he wonders whether the entire space was a massive hoax. Last year, he sold all of his Bitcoin for Ethereum, saying that the latter is used for transactions. However, he sold his Ethereum stake when he discovered that his bank would not accept it. I believe there has just been this enormous In an interview with KeemBC Squawkbox, Cramer stated that the crypto markets were usually gloomy and listed 3 assets that he believes have no future, one of which being Cardano ADA. Well, he said, I think you should be negative on crypto. The cryptocurrencies I'm negative on are X or Litecoin and Dogecoin, because I have yet to locate anyone who actually accepts them. He stated that it is unlikely for any coin to survive for a very long time. Approximately $80 billion worth of non-Bitcoin assets will be eliminated. There are still those who confuse them with blockchain. Apparently, he questioned blockchain technology, claiming that Amazon and Google would have already incorporated it into their business structures if it had considerable problems. However, Google has entered the cryptocurrency market by forming a partnership with digital asset exchange Coinbase to enable consumers to pay for cloud services using cryptocurrencies. In addition, he stepped in on other crypto concerns, alerting his 1.9 million Twitter followers that Binance, the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world, is comparable to FTX. According to an IOHK executive, we are likely in the dot-com era. He recalled previous eras and the number of enterprises that collapsed. The CEO predicted, however, that ADA will emerge as a survivor of the crypto space's era, in the same way that Amazon and a new generation of successful internet firms now known as Meta had done. This will be possible due to an environment that distinguishes itself from other blockchain projects, such as the absence of venture investors with huge pockets. Numerous scenarios validate Cramer's claims, especially for Cardano ADA. As a result of the failure of the FTX exchange, the outlook for cryptocurrencies has become even more dire, notwithstanding the apparent return of inflation. More instances of black swans are forthcoming. However, there is a possibility that you will be the last one standing. Although the American host is perplexed by the market strategist's refusal to acknowledge that the vast majority of cryptocurrencies have little to no value, why are there no strategies that according to the majority of analysts, have the most crypto and a desire to sell it rapidly? He asked. Well, in the end, so many people still believe in crypto. It's about time, but it's pretty unfortunate that Jim Cramer's predictions are being made at a time when investor sentiment toward crypto is already waning. However, what are your ideas regarding this? Please share your thoughts in the section below. We will see you in the following video. Check out our previous videos before then to see how Ricardo is living up to his dream of being an Ethereum killer. Always ensure that you have clicked the subscribe notification button